welcome to the Hero You podcast. I am your host, Matt Hitt, and I am grateful for the chance to be with you today. I know you could be doing anything right now, and I am truly grateful to spend time with each one of you. And I want to give a shout out and kudos for all of you that have the desire to learn more about yourself and unlock your hero within. It is our mission to help as many people as we can uncover their true greatness, their amazing potential. That is what this podcast is about. Every episode, I will share ideas, stories, thoughts, experiences that I have had that have helped me along my journey, and hopefully will help you along yours. To start this first podcast, I want to talk a little bit about heroes. So to start off, I want to pull this directly from Google. The word hero has multiple meanings. A person who is admired for their achievements, noble qualities, or brave acts. A mythical or legendary figure who is often of divine descent and has great strengths and abilities. The main character in a story, play, or film. Heroes can be admired for many reasons, including physical strength, bravery, selflessness, willingness to put others first, and make a positive impact on the world. Heroes can also be seen as role models or inspirations and can play an important role in people's lives by serving as a beacon of excellence. For me, a hero is someone who isn't afraid to do what's needed in the time that it needs to be done. Someone who's willing to stand up with integrity and strength because they know who they are. They're someone who isn't fooled by the noise and the talk around them. Someone who's aware of their source of power and strength. The size of the hero isn't measured by wins or losses, but consistency and mindset. I truly believe a hero is created long before their act of heroism. It's their mindset. It's who they are. It's the foundation that runs through every fiber of their body. A hero is a beacon to the world, a sign of strength and unwavering faith. This is the reason and the source of the name of this podcast. Hero You Podcast. I created Hero You because I believe there's a lack of heroes in the world. I'm not talking about self-proclaimed heroes. We have too many of them. But heroes that can act as an example. In every hero's journey is a discovery process, discovering who they are and why they are. Then there is a test and a doubting phase, something that comes along that knocks them for a loop or even on their backsides and looks them dead in the eye, challenging their integrity and strength, their will. It's their foundation and mindset that gets them through that initial test and starts them on that journey. So I would like to ask this question. Is that much different than what we go through in our lives? We are challenged, knocked down, and tested. We are pulled from one idea to another in a test that challenges our integrity and foundation. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. We are God's children, and He created us for much more than to fail, get back up, and to fail again. We were built for greatness. I have no doubt. Greatness may mean something else to you, or really to anybody who's listening. But to me, greatness is knowing who you are, living your life with passion and purpose, living inspired every day and being a beacon to those around you. That doesn't mean every day is perfect. In fact, far from it. Some days are hard, absolutely. And I'm not taking away from that experience you're going through. Get it. What I'm saying is when you have a firm foundation, who you are, what your values are, what you believe in, and you prioritize your non-negotiables, there's just something more out there for you. That is why I created Hero You. It's about bringing out and finding that hero that lies in all of us. The hero in you. The strength that's been lying inside your soul waiting to come out and fight this battle with you. The hero that doesn't quit, the hero that goes after it every day. This podcast and the ones that follow are here to discuss the ideas and stories and experiences that elevate thinking and challenging limited beliefs that have been holding you back. Each episode will discuss ways you can challenge your worldview that you have established between your ears and start to bring in different perspectives, thoughts that will feed hope. We were created for greatness by greatness. That I have no doubt. With that being said, this week, I want to talk about surrounding yourself with positive thinking, positive friends, and positive ideas and experiences. There's so much more out there for us, but we will never find it if we continue to play in the mud. We need to lift our heads up and find what's good out there. Find the stories or examples of hope that brought about generational change. Unlocking your hero starts with hope and builds from there. You find what you focus on. I have found that to be very true. To give an example, who has never gone on a road trip with your kids? My family lives in Kansas, and we do our best to make a trip from Utah to Kansas at least once a year. Someone introduced my kids to the game called Yellow Car Slug. It's similar to Slug Bug game I remember when I was growing up, but I guess they're coming harder to find these days. So it's morphed into slugging for really any yellow cars you can find. Anytime we get in the car, my kids start looking out the window and search for the next opportunity to slug the poor kid next to them. Or if they have the courage, the parent in front of them. Sometimes we'll sit in the back with the kids just to even the table. It's amazing how many cars you will find that are yellow when you're looking for them. Without the kids in the car, I'm not looking for yellow cars, so I couldn't even tell you how many I passed on the road. But in the car with my kids, I could tell you exactly how many we passed. The reason I share that is because great things happen all around us if we're looking. Things that build hope. We just don't see them unless we're looking. The world has us surrounded by news on chaos and despair. Once again, the truth is we find what we're looking for. And if we're not looking, we're fed it. So we have to make a conscious decision to find the good. Surround yourself with the good. Separate yourself from the negative. As you do that, you will find yourself more inspired, more uplifted. Momentum can go both ways, positive or negative. You need to build that momentum going in the right direction. The best part is, once you've done enough, the good starts to look for you. It will be easier to spot it, and you will have more access to it. I challenge you to make that change today. Fill your bucket with positive instead of someone else's trash. The reason I wanted to start this podcast with heroes and changing your thoughts and looking for positive is because when we are in the swamp, we will stay there until something happens within us that motivates us to move. An object in motion stays in motion, but the opposite, an object that is not in motion, will stay motionless until acted on by something else. Finding the good and finding the hope that's out there is critical in becoming your hero within. You have to see that there's another way, that there's something more for you out there, something that will change the trajectory of your life forever, lift you up. Find the good. That's a great place to start. My recommendation is you start with friends, what you consume, starting with an inspirational movie. The two movies that impacted me along my journey was The Chef and The Upside with Kevin Hart. I watch those when I need a pick-me-up, but there are so many more out there. I would also encourage you to seek out the best books. I'm talking about inspirational books or autobiographies of people who many consider heroes in their own right. Books now are so easy to consume. In 5 hours, you can listen to an audiobook and get the messaging there. You have to elevate what you consume, or you will have no shot at change. Once you do that, write down just a sentence or two of how you feel in that moment. How did what you feel differ from the normal ways that you feel on a day-to-day? Promise you, as you do that, you will feel the difference, and it will be big. It is our goal to provide you with actionable items that you can do every week that will allow you to start your hero's journey. I know there is more out there for you, but you are the only one who can reach it because you can only reach it from inside. I want to thank you for listening to today's episode and want to be notified when new episodes launch. Hit that subscribe button. And if there's someone out there who you feel like would benefit from this message, please share. If you would like more content like this, check out our page at herouint.com. And follow us on all major platforms at HeroUINT. Thanks again for listening. And remember, you were built for greatness by greatness. Until then, cheers and God bless.